The Federal Bureau of Investigation is the lead law enforcement agency responsible for investigating the shooting at Pulse nightclub in Orlando on June 12, 2016. Crimes can have a devastating effect on victims and their families who may need assistance coping with the impact. Providing information and assistance to victims of the shooting is an important part of our work. The FBI is legally mandated to identify victims of federal crimes that it investigates and provide these victims with information, assistance services, and resources. The FBI's Office for Victim Assistance, in other words, OVA, is uniquely suited to provide emergency assistance to victims of domestic and international terrorism and mass violence crimes due to its national and international scope and extensive experience in responding to victims of these crimes. And it goes on to say, the OVA developed the Victim Assistance Rapid Deployment Team to further support the FBI's response to criminal aviation disasters and mass casualty terrorism incidents, as well as to support field offices in multi-victim cases calling for additional resources. The National Transportation Safety Board is a non-criminal aviation or other transportation disasters, non-federal mass casualties as part of support to local law enforcement, and other disasters as directed. We are working closely with our state and local partner agencies in Orlando to ensure the victims and families receive assistance and support. If you were injured in or witnessed the mass shooting at Pulse nightclub in Orlando, you may be eligible for certain services and rights, including special funding to provide emergency assistance, crime victim compensation, and counseling. Additional information about these resources can be found at website links listed below. And it just goes on to say, if you need further information, please email the FBI's Tampa Division for any victim inquiries. And that is Pulse Victim Assistance at ic.fbi.gov. And then it goes on to say, if you have any information about the shooting, please call the FBI Tampa Division's tip line or submit a tip electronically. For local assistance, the City of Orlando, in partnership with federal, state, local, and community agencies, has opened the Family Assistance Center to address the immediate needs and provide information, support, and resources to those directly affected by the tragedy at Pulse nightclub. On June 20th, 2016, the FBI provided an investigative update regarding the Pulse nightclub shooting. Then it involves a press release you can click on. I'll provide links in the description. This is crazy, you all. I went to the Orlando Sentinel and was looking up obituaries. The obituaries are not normal. I know here, or any obituary for that matter, has the victim's name, the age. It doesn't necessarily say how they died. It says surviving people in their family, what funeral, where you can send flowers, what time visitation is, what time the funeral is, and blah, 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 blah. There is nothing, absolutely nothing.